Hey there everybody, I hope you're having a great day. So, we see the end of July is here, so it can be nothing else other than it is monthly favorites time. So I'm going to go on and dive into some of my favorite beauty products, a couple fashion items that have made my summer so far less oily, more beautiful, and cuter, which is an ideal summer. So let's start out with more skincare stuff. I still am using my Clarisonic and my Purity face wash. Love it. However, when I feel like my skin needs more of a refresher or I'm being kind of lazy, in lieu of a makeup removing wipe, I have been using the Trader Joe's natural facial cleansing pads. So these are all natural, they are fragrance free, they are tea tree oil based, so if that's not something you really enjoy the scent of or the sensation, may not be your thing, but I feel that they're very cleansing without being overly stripping, and they're just really, really refreshing, and you can get them at Trader Joe's, and they're organic and only have all natural ingredients, so that's a nice little bonus. Now, with that kind of lead up on skincare, I feel like I'm letting you down by moving into makeup. So moving into makeup, I am an oily beast. So my makeup, it slides all over the place. It is just a really frustrating balance of things. So a couple things that have really made my life a million times easier when it comes to summer heat and longevity of makeup have been, one, using an eye primer. I have a sample of Urban Decay's anti-aging eyeshadow primer potion. I used the original primer potion. I really liked it. What I think is funny is it doesn't, to me, leave kind of the appearance of anything being on your lid. Like, it doesn't cover up like a concealer would or anything. However, the days where I don't use it, where I'm thinking, well, I don't think it does anything, I don't see anything, I have creases all over the place, my eyeshadow's like slipping and sliding. So I definitely recommend the eyeshadow primer potions from Urban Decay. I've honestly not noticed a big difference between the anti-aging one and the original. This one's just a sample size I got for free, so I'm using it up. But oh yeah, Urban Decay primer potion is the ticket. Now on top of that, pore coverage, which I think is another key to this wonderful long living eyeshadow experience, is Max Pro Longwear Concealer. One little pump does go a really long way. I'll often do a dot under my eyes, tip of my nose, top of my lips, chin, and here, and use that as kind of the highlighter for my face as well. But this will completely cover up any type of veins or lines around your eye area. It can totally brighten up. I am in NW20. I definitely feel that it highlights under my eyes, but it's not like stark white on me. But MAC Pro Longwear, you just have to have it. You just have to have it. It's non-negotiable. It's just, you can't live without it. I don't know who's living without it. It's ridiculous if you're living without it. Now, a blush that is gorgeous for not slipping and sliding. And now that I think about it, I feel like I've mentioned this a million times, but there's a reason for it. So it is going to be Tarte's 12-Hour Amazonian Clay Blush in Doll Face. I've talked about it before. It is a nice, pale, non-shimmery, matte baby pink. I love it. Case closed. And to set my look, which I haven't actually completed talking about, I have more makeup stuff coming, but as far as face goes, once again, Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. I haven't used any of the other Urban Decay sprays because when you're oily, I don't want to be dewy, and all-nighter sounds great, but I'm like, De-Slick, all-nighter, De-Slick is what I'm going to go for. But this puppy is oil-free, paraben-free, amazing. Like, it doesn't leave the harsh, like, freeze feel that the NYX matte setting spray can leave you. However, it truly does make your makeup last longer. And I've even used it after I've put my primers on, do like 3 sprays of this, wait a sec, and then put on my foundation. I feel like that extra step of using it in between primer and foundation is like money when you know you're gonna be outside or you're gonna have a long day where you're not gonna be able to touch up very much. Like, oh, cannot live without D6 setting spray. Brilliant. Now, moving into makeup, I guess starting off with kind of eyes, I've got 2 eye products to start off with that I'd like to talk about. One is gonna be the newest just black eyeliner that I've purchased, and you wouldn't think a black eyeliner is a really tricky thing unless you move your face a lot and you have contacts or you're hot-natured and oily. So black eyeliner can get all over the place and make you look like a complete bonehead idiot. Like you're just... So I came across, just like needing an eyeliner, the L'Oreal Silkissime black eyeliner. Now it is smut black. It is, comparing it to, I'm trying to think what I was using before that is long gone now, but it is just a very black. It's creamy to apply. The coffee pot just turned off. But it's creamy to apply, but give it a sec, it sets and it will not move out of your waterline. It is amazing. Now I will say, the only problem I've had with it is tightlining my upper waterline. I feel that it does transfer to my contacts, but it doesn't in my lower. So just something to think about. I had like this whole crazy foggy eye situation one day at work and it was just a mess. But as far as it staying in the good areas to put it, it's amazing. So keep that Silkissime black liner in there, or get it. It's amazing. And then as far as brow gels go, so I tried the Benefit brow gel and I liked it, but I just, for the price, didn't feel like so amazed. And I don't know, I feel bad about it because everybody's like, oh my God, I love it. I wasn't amazed. So through work I have an account with Glow Minerals, and so they have tinted brow gels, and I was like, okay, well let me try theirs. Maybe I'm not a tinted brow gel person, maybe I'm a clear brow gel person. So I got the Glow Minerals brow gel in taupe. Now it just really has kind of your traditional mascara wand kind of look. And it honestly, on the tube, looks super, super blonde, and you're like, oh my god, what the heck is that? However, it does oxidize on your eyebrows and like deepen. Now, it doesn't deepen to like a crazy brown. Like I am the darkest you could be using their taupe brow gel. You would then want to switch to brown or whatnot. But I love it. There's a level of hold with it, but it's not like flaky or crusty. I'm a big old fan of this Glow Minerals taupe brow gel. I just need you to know that. And then my kind of go-to eye look for the month has kind of been a combination of things. So what I initially start out my eye look, kind of starting in the corner of my eye and going like in the crease and then high crease, is this shade by MAC. It's Bamboo. So it's just a very like off skin tone color, a subtle warmth to it, but an off skin tone color, just to kind of even out the canvas a little bit on your lid. And then I go in with MAC Soft Brown. Come here. Yeah, I go on with MAC Soft Brown next. Work that into the crease deeper. And then on my lid, what the Color Tattoos Pure Pigments in Barely Brazen. So it's a loose pigment, but it's so pretty and so shimmery, and it's definitely a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit finer in texture than Stila Kitten is. I honestly think a little bit easier to work with, and it's already all crushed up, so you're not going to have to worry about like kitten shatters. Like even if you dump off like the excess, the Kitten always just shatters and is a hot stinking mess. But the Maybelline Color Tattoo Pure Pigments in Barely Brazen. Their little pots look like that. They're awesome. But I'll put that on my lid and then I'll go back with a little bit more of soft brown and blend that out and call that day. Like, it's bright, it's deep, it's what I'm wearing today. But yeah, big old fan of that. And then I just keep them in my small little Z palette. So handy. Now, 3 brushes that have made my life like super easy, and they truly make a difference in doing my makeup. Like I realized that at some point I did my makeup with my fingers, but I don't know how to do it anymore. And I realize that's such a ridiculous thing to say out loud, and I'm pretty embarrassed about it. But hey, it comes with the territory. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. So 3 brushes that I cannot live without for my eyes on a day-to-day basis are gonna be 1 TG's blending brush. Now it's just like your normal kind of. So 3 brushes that I just cannot live without are gonna be these 3. The first one being TG's blending brush. Don't know why I had trouble with that. But it's just a nice fluffy brush. It's super soft. I actually have 2 of these. So I could have 1 for deeper shades and 1 for blending out. But TG's blending brush, bomb. And then to get deeper into the crease, where I'll use like soft brown to get just a little more concentrated in the corners, I'll use this brush from Sigma. It's their E45 small tapered blending brush. Now this is the first Sigma brush that I've ever purchased. I think it is very good. I've never really hated a makeup brush, so I don't really know how to compare that to someone else, but this is so small and perfect for detailing and really getting in that crease. And then under my lower lash line, to kind of blur out my shadow and give kind of a little bit more cohesiveness to my eye look, I use the Glow Minerals mini crease brush. So it's kind of funny, these brushes all are like the staggered versions of each other, so I just work my way down. But yeah, this mini crease brush is awesome for working under your lash line to kind of blur out your eyeliner and your waterline and just bring that whole look together so it's not just like top heavy on your eyelid. But those brushes are bomb. Now my go-to lip color for this month, just to have, I'm not good for reapplying lipstick. I eat it off really fast. I bite my lips, so a strong lip look is not up my alley because of that. I love to look at them, but it's not practical for me. So what I have been using that kind of the look that I've been wearing that, you know, is perfect if it fades off a little bit through the day, or I drink or I eat or whatever and I don't necessarily reply immediately, is going to be the combination of NYX's Natural Lip Liner, which just is a neutral tone. Outline, I'm kind of filling the center of my lips just a little bit, and then I go over top of it with MAC's Giddy lipstick. Now it's this pretty like corally pink. Now if you were to apply it over like your concealery lips, or like have like a really matte base on them, like a flat net neutral base under them, it would be very corally. However, when you just use a neutral liner, it just has like the prettiest, softest, it's much more peachy and coral in person. But Matte Giddy is just the sweetest summery look, and it's a luster, so you have a good amount of shine with it, which I really, really like. So Matte Giddy, gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, recently, I have developed some type of ridiculously annoying allergy. I've noticed that it is heightened when there's a lot of fragrance in product, or that there's a lot of chemicals in product. And considering that I'm behind the chair all the time, I'm constantly surrounded by hairspray and different aerosols and things like that. So I'm trying to rearrange my environment and use some new products so that I'm not just coated in blech all day long and my skin's not breaking out and I'm not looking like I have leprosy. So kind of starting to experiment with new product. I had a friend that works at an Aveda salon locally. She gave me this Aveda Smooth Infusion Style Prep Smoother to try. Now you apply, I do 2 pumps to like my length hair. Now I have fairly wavy hair and very dry hair, but it is fine hair, you know, that can get greasy fairly easy, but mainly kind of in the root area. 1 to 2 pumps of this wet style as usual, and I loved it. I feel like it really soothes my ends. I feel like it really gives me some hold and style, longevity, and protection. I am a big fan of it. The only con, let me see, I didn't look for this earlier. Yeah, the only con of this product would be that it has more fragrance in it than another line that I'm about to mention. However, it's in like the bottom third of the ingredients. So if you are sensitive to fragrance and products from like a smell headache kind of standpoint, or like it touching your skin standpoint, this actually might be a really good product to try because I don't feel like this one's giving me issues. But yeah, the Aveda Smooth Infusions, do it up. Now, what I've been using at work, but started using on myself, is a line called Surface. It's been around for years. So one of the first products that I remember using literally 10 years ago at the first hair show I went to, I can't remember what it was named then, but I know it was in a silver bottle, but it was a leave-in conditioner that you could also use to refresh your hair. It had thermal protectants in it. It was an awesome detangler. It would balance out the porosity of your hair if you had like kind of dry, crazy ends like I do. But now they've reformulated it, and it's Surface Trinity Protein Repair Tonic. Now, I realize that it says that it's a protein repair tonic. It is not something that is going to over proteinize your hair and do too much good like we know a lot of like protein products can do. But this does give you some styling manageability. It does give you heat protection, UV protection, detangling, and moisture, as well as those upbuilding qualities. So I have been loving this for, I really feel like in the past 3 weeks that I've been using it, it's really helped my hair. And fragrance is the last ingredient on it. So that's the thing. Either it's in Surface, their products, fragrance is either the last ingredient or is not in there. So that's something to think about. And they're a vegan line and an all-natural line. They are paraben-free and gluten-free. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, the Trinity Protein Repair Tonic, like it's numero uno with that line, in my opinion. Now, another product that I'll use once I've kind of power dried my hair, there's still some moisture in it, but I'm about to round brush it, or after it's dry and I'm about to curl it to give shine and have heat protection, I use the Surface Basu Shine Spray. So this also will help detangle. So you could spray this in your damp hair and let it air dry and you have just nice, smooth, soft ends. Or you can use it as a heat protectant before you go to curl and style. Now it is a pump, which people may not, I think there's a lot of stuff with products that only I think about that a lot of people don't think about. Now I traditionally do not like shine sprays with pumps because I feel that it disperses too much product. And the aerosol, in my opinion, is a far better way to get product onto fine hair without weighing it down. In my opinion. But the pump on this is an extremely fine mist. I've been so happy with it. I have used it at work on like super coarse, thick Italian hair and then little BB hair that's puny and just has to have some moisture and protection, but we can't weigh it down so she doesn't feel like she has a grease pit. But no, the Surface Basu Shine Spray is amazing. I love it. I love it. That wasn't quite Molly Shannon enough, I don't think. Now, next up is something that there was a bit of a learning curve. There was a little trial and error with this next one because I'm a little bit of a dry shampoo weirdo / snob. I prefer a dry shampoo that's a bit more powdery as an oily person. However, the ones I have been using are like fragrance, that ingredient that is not my friend, is literally in the top third of the ingredients. Like, that's nuts. Like, why is it in there? But once again, it's at the very bottom of the ingredients list on Surface hair products. But this is the Surface Trinity Dry Shampoo. Now, when you spray this, it's kind of an interesting sensation because it does almost give a wetness. And then you wait and you brush through and you're good. It gives instead of feeling like you're just powdering up your scalp, you really do get the feeling that it's cleaning and freshening even your scalp. It's not just absorbing oil. So I really enjoyed that. I was a little nervous at first because I have a friend that we have different opinions on dry shampoo, and she loved it. And I was like, well, crap. She likes it. I'm gonna hate it. Great. Awesome. But no, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And then my very last hair product, I realize it's a lot. It's a lot. Is the Surface Theory Firm Styling Spray. Now, I don't feel that it's that firm. That I think could be a little bit of a lot. You can layer it so you can get it firm. But one of the things I think at work, aerosols and spraying spray, landing on my skin, breaking me out, making me a nasty mess. I initially switched out my hairsprays. And this is what I went to. This has such a nice buildable hold. It's not too much. Fragrance is the last ingredient, and it does not affect my skin. You know, I'm using it at home and I'm using it 8 to 10 hours a day at work. It doesn't bother my skin, but I have been loving the Surface Theory hairspray, and it says that it's firm hold. It does have shine to it, which if you really love like Bet Head's Masterpiece hairspray, because it's a shine hairspray with a medium hold as well, this is definitely a more natural kind of replacement for that. Now, if you just love Bet Head products, that's fine. It's a great product. But if you need something a little more natural, this is going to be your pal. And I really do feel like it's humidity resistant like it says. I don't think they're lying. Now, truly last but not least, I have two little fashion-y favorites. They're just shoes. And I kind of love them because they're something that everybody can get their hands on. Neither one of these are work-approved shoes. These flats are too flat, I feel, for work. I need something more supportive to stand all day, but these are like the cutest little sandals from Target. They're from the Massimo range, but they have that light gold metallic back band and then this cute little tan studded little toe strap. They don't dig into you. They are just so cute, and I feel like they're just something a little different. Like the straps are thick so they're comfy. I highly recommend these cute little summery sandals. There's not much to them, but they're just so cute. So cute and so easy. And then another little shoesy favorite that, yeah, is still not work appropriate because the heel and the front sole is kind of thin. They are these heels from Target. They wrap around your ankle, but it's not an annoying wraparound. Once again, it has thick straps. They're not going to rub your ankle. The buckle's not an issue. The toe part is set a little farther back, so you're not like your little pinky toe isn't getting all abused over there in the corner. And they're super comfortable because they have this nice chunky stacked heel. So these are from Exhilaration. I did get these online. I haven't seen these in our stores. And our Target seems to be pretty good, but I've only seen these online. But they're awesome. Like, they're just a very great neutral heel for when you want to wear heels and go out, but you don't want to have your feetsies hurting. Like, you want to actually have a good time and be able to walk properly and not look like a drunk giraffe. But yeah. All right, so those are my monthly favorites for the month of July. I hope you were not overwhelmed with the ridiculous amount of hair products or anything like that. Hopefully you found something new that you like that maybe you'd want to try for the rest of summer or whatnot. And as always, leave what your favorite products for the month are right down in the comments section. I'd love to find some new goodies. And if you have any products that are good for people that are sensitive to products, let me know. Let me know what your favorite sensitive girl things are. But anyway, have a great day. Go out and enjoy the beautiful weather, and I will see you soon. Bye.